Hey folks, welcome to OpalsNZ. My name's Tim, and today we've got an awesome piece to cut. It's a kingstone from a parcel of Lambina. So let's take a closer look at it. Okay, so this is the piece, and this is the kingstone out of a parcel. Cost me $1,200, and it came with 4 pieces. I've actually already cut the other 3 pieces, and they are here. And you might recognize some of these from my very recent video. These 3 pieces here. Actually, just on that, I noticed under closer examination that this piece here has a crack right there. It might be a healed crack, but in any case, I'll need to get it out. You can see it there. So that's going to come down in size a little bit. It's all right. This I cut a while back in another video. And yeah, so that's the rest of the parcel. And this one is today's cut. And if you look at that, it is a beauty, but it is heavily flawed. So it's going to be quite a challenge. You can see it's got a beautiful bar which is running around this way. But the main issue is this crack here right by my fingernail there. And it runs down and all the way down there, but it doesn't go in too far from what I can tell. Okay, there we go. So let's see if we can see that crack. Yeah, you can see it there. And it goes all the way up along the top there, and that sort of flake you can see there, that blob will come off, and then this blob here will come off, and that's even got another crack in it there. Well, it's not even really a crack, it's more just like I say, it's like a conglomeration. So I may get something clean out of in here, which could be decent size, but I'm a bit worried about that. So there could be a clean portion in this end, and then my main clean portion will be sitting in this area here. So that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to, I guess, clean it up a little bit first. And I'll probably try and pick these, just try and break those off, that one and this one here. But we'll go over to the machine before we do that. Alrighty, so I might just see if I can get this chip here off. Yeah, there we go, easy. Wow. That just came off. Let's see if this one will pop off as well. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Pretty small. Tiny little bits. I suspect it's all going to sort of crumble apart, but anyway, let's get on the wheel and see what happens. First up, I'll just take this off. It's not much good to me. Okay, so you can clearly see that crack. So I'm I'm just a bit hesitant to take this potch off because as it crumbles, that could form the back of a stone. That's why I'm being a little cautious here, but I'll take this sand off the end and see what we can see there. Whoa. Good colour. Far out. Wicked pattern. It's an amazing formation. I'll clean that up. I'm just going to clean this all up and then I'm going to dry it off and have a look with the torch. Just want to clean it up so I can see where the cracks are a bit better. Okay, I'll dry it off and we'll have a closer look. Okay, so it's dried off a bit now. That's an inclusion, it's not a crack, but it still worries me because it's right in the face. But it doesn't look like it goes too deep, so that's okay. You can see that crack coming. It's actually a natural sort of crack in there. You can see there's a bit of darkness in there as well, like there's a bit of sand. I think it's like some sort of conglomeration where it's sort of been squished together over the millennia, the millions of years. And on this side here, it's getting a bit ugly. There's a whole bunch of little cracks and fractures in there. But what I'll do is, since that's potch anyway, I'm just going to take it down more on that side and then probably have another look. But that end piece actually looks okay. So there could be, you know, a decent stone there. That's where I broke the other bit off. I'm going to try and pop that out now. And there we go. It's just shattering. Oh, there we go. It did come off. So we've got some tiny little crumbs in this major flaw. It looks like it goes all the way around. Links up with that. I might just, I don't know if I should do this. See if I can break it. Oh, there we go. It broke. Excellent. Well, that's good. In a sense, I was thinking of slicing it, and obviously when you slice it, you lose material, and if it breaks where it wants to break, then you know what you got. Okay, so for this big piece, I'm going to work on this back here where it's really fractured in this back section. That's where our big crack is as well. So I'll just start bringing that down. That's sort of potch anyway. And for this, the other bit that I snapped off, let's have a closer look at that. Okay, so this is pretty messy. This bit on the end here looks like it'll come off. Alright, so for this piece, I'm just going to grind all that shattered stuff there off, and start taking this end in and see if I can actually salvage a bit. It looks like it was just going to break off, but I think it might be solid on the inside, so that's still pretty chunky too, so even if it comes something out of there, I'd be happy. Alright, so I'll tackle the big bit first. Let's get grinding. So let's get this area here off. Work our way up to that crack there. Starting to get to the good colour on this side. So can't tell if I've got that crack out. Right. It's that crack. See, it goes right in. It's hard to tell. It looks like it goes right in. Alright, I'll put the big bit down and I'll just work on this bit. Dry it out yet again, dry it out and have another look. Okay, so I think I've got a plan for this one. See those cracks on this end here? I'm just going to bring this end in. See if I can get a nice little cushion cut there. Problem is, as soon as it's wet, I can't see the bloody cracks. A little bit of an occlusion there. Oh, I'll dry it out again and see if I'm on the right track. Okay, slight change of plan. Because of all that crap there, I'm going to have to take that corner in a bit. So I'm going to go for an oval. Grinding good colour off that corner, but no, it's the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, let's do it. Bye-bye colour. Just trying to will it into an oval without taking any without taking any weight off of it. There we go. Getting close. I just hope there's no more cracks. I've got all the cracks and no more appear. That's all I hope for. Alright, I'll leave it at that. That's not bad. So that is where I've marked a crack and it's soaked in a little bit, which is a very handy trick. So I need to get that out. Still a tiny bit of a crack left. So I've got my head loop on, which helps a lot. There we go, probably 2 carats. Alright, now this piece. What do I do with you? Oh, that's good. You can see the pen soaked in there now. Look at that. That's the problem child. What should I do? Too much. Yes. Almost out. And that colour's just getting better and better. I think I like the idea of facing it this way. Yes! Ahaha! Okay. So I'm just going to keep going, see what happens. So I really need to make a decision. Well, that's a bit thin there. I'm going to go for a drop shape. And I'm going to face it from this side. Alright, there we have it. That's probably about 2.5 carats. So this one's just under 3. That's actually 2.9 like that. So we should end up with well over 2 once it's polished. And this one is 3.84. So just under 4 carats for the drop shape. So there we go. Let's get these dopped up and polished. I can't wait to see them polished. Quickly just rub these two bits up. So it turns out after a closer inspection that is a crack. You can see if I just take that dome down about less than 1 mil, we might lose best part of a carat, so it could come down to 3 carats and be a bit thinner. Yeah, so we'll just do that on the dop stick actually. So let's get cracking, or let's get removing crackens. Alright, there we have it. We are done. And this is our result. So, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Very good, very nice. The cuts are nice. This one took a bit of work getting it into an oval. The easy shape, but for some reason I was struggling with it. I've polished the backs of both of the big pieces. And as you can see, it's a very sort of striated floral pattern with a bit of depth. So it's a crystal white opal with brightness of 3. Yeah, and the drop shape came down quite a bit in the dome height to get rid of that crack, but it is crack free, and it has nice colour. You can see it's even got a bit of red in there, hints of, well, very dark orange, and little hints of purple, which are awesome. Check that out. Blue, orange. Yeah, so as even though I lost some weight and dome height, it's still got a very nice dome, and it got a little bit more transparent as I took it down. So I think it's all in all, I'm happy as with it. It's probably a little bit more of a well-balanced stone now. It was really ridiculously high dome before, which is a great problem to have. So we'll give them a try, well, weigh them. So the big drop. Wow, that came down a lot. That's 2.47, so that's a carat and a half off. Oh, that's yeah, you get that with the crack though. And I did take quite a bit off to get the shape right. I think I probably could have taken less off if I was have a bit more skill and experience, but that'll come in time. But yeah, 2.4 is not bad. And this one is 2.08. So all up 2 decent stones out of that piece. It was 18 carats total. So to get 2+ carat stones is awesome. The value of these will easily pay for the entire parcel. These are the 2 little guys, which are teeny tiny little pointers. That one's very thin on that edge. Not a very good cut there, but just a couple of freebies, better than nothing. And they are 0.32 carats combined. Anyway, that's those 2. So yeah, let me know what you think. Flick me a comment. And yeah, what do you reckon these are worth? So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.